Hello, Group 1. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how to do this Set 19 Wednesday page in this video, and then I'll do another video for the Thursday page, okay? All right, so they want to know what number is shown in these blocks. Remember, these are tens because there are 10 blocks. 10 of these put together to make one of those. So this is a 10. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tens. If we wanted to, we could set up a place value chart, tens and ones. And we could just count how many tens are there. There's 5. And then how many ones are there? There are 6. So this is the number 56. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 56. Okay. The IXL skill code that I am going to be clicking on, so whenever you log on, it should show you these skills as being recommended by me. So this one is 5CG. Okay. The next one, draw a picture to model the number sentence shown. So we're going to start off with 16 of something, and then we're going to take away 9. So we can draw 16 circles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we're going to take away 9. So remember how we are taking away, we cross off and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we just took away 9. How many are we left with? How many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are left. Okay, fill in the missing numbers. So if we start with 56, which is this number, if we added one more 1, okay, this is the number 56. If we add one more 1, we would be at 57. If we add another one, we would be at 58. 59, what would be next? If I add one more 1, I have 8, 9. If I add one more, now I have 10 ones. Whenever I have 10 ones, I need to make another 10. So I'm going to put all of these together and make another 10. Okay? Now, when I've made another 10, that means now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. And I don't have any ones because I used all of them. Okay, so we go from 59 to 60. Now if I have 60 and I add one more, now I have 61. 61, 62, 63, 64, and 65. If your student has a lot of difficulty with this, the practice code for counting to 100 is A64. So I'm assigning that one in IXL, A64, to practice counting to 100. Another thing that you can spend time on is using this one. I think I posted a picture of this one with last week's lesson, so it should be on Class Dojo already. This is what we use to help us count to 100 because sometimes it's very difficult for them. So if they need to do their counting and see what's next, they can pull this out. Okay. All right, so now we're going on to clocks. What time is shown? I always teach them to put the arrows on these. We want to read the little hand first. So we're going to read the little hand. The little hand, and I always have them draw the line all the way out. The little hand is between the 9 and the 10. When little hands are between, we always fall back. So we don't go forward, we fall back. So when the little hand is between, we want to fall back and look at the smaller number. Okay, so that means that the little hand it's not on the 10 yet. So if it's not on the 10 yet, it's still on the 9. Okay, now we're going to read the long hand. And I always have mine start with 0, 0, and they have to number the outside of the clock. This is 5, 10, and again, this is a skill of counting by fives. And we must be able to count by fives to be able to do time. We've got to be able to count by fives in order to be able to do money. Counting by fives is an extremely important skill. If your student is struggling with counting by fives, you need to spend lots of time practicing it. If it can become a song almost that you chant and they get used to the rhythm, you know how memorizing the words to a song is so easy, but memorizing something like math is not? A lot of times if we turn it into a song and we can kind of sing it or chant it, it goes into our long-term memory a lot easier. So you want to spend lots of time practicing counting by fives so that they can read clocks, so that they can count money. It's a crucial skill that they need to have. So I'm going to go ahead, and I did not look up this skill code for counting by fives, but I will go ahead and post it with the video. So, and I think I'm going to go ahead and assign it to all of first grade math so that you guys can practice counting by fives, because it's very, very important. All right, so once we've got the clock labeled by fives, now we need to read where is the big hand pointing. I always teach them the big hand is pointing all the way to the edge of the clock. And most clocks, their long hand is actually pointing to the minutes. It's not pointing to the numbers. Most clocks, if you will look at them, the small hand is pointing to the numbers, and the long hand is actually pointing to the little tick marks that mark the minutes, okay? So the numbers are the hours, and the tick marks are the minutes. So we need to be counting the minutes. If we start here at 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This one will be 5. That's why I wrote a 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's why there's a 10. 11, 12, and you can keep counting. So this one is pointing to the 30. So this clock is reading 9:30. So we read the little hand, then we read the big hand. The little hand is pointing to the numbers, the big hand is pointing to the minutes, and we have to label our minutes. All right. More practice with clocks is 7 in 3. That's IXL skill code 7 in 3. All right, last problem for this video. How much money is shown? Again, we've got to be able to count by fives. Not only do we have to be able to count by fives, we have to be able to count by tens. So a little trick that we teach in class is called Hairy Money. Hairy Money is when they memorize the coins and how many hairs you're going to put on the head of that coin. So a dime, they memorize, a dime gets 2 hairs, okay? 2 hairs. So all of these are dimes, so they're going to get 2 hairs. This is a nickel, and a nickel only gets 1 hair. These are pennies, and pennies get a bald spot. They don't even get a hair. They get a bald spot. So this trick is just one of many. I'm just showing you Hairy Money. You don't have to use Hairy Money if it's too confusing for you. But dimes get 2 hairs, nickels get 1 hair, pennies get a bald spot, and a quarter gets 5 hairs. And what we train them to do is we train them to count by fives. They count their hairs by fives. So this is 5, 10, and they write it underneath. Then they keep counting from here. 5, 10, 15, 20. So now I'm at 20 cents. 25, 30, and I write it down. 35, 40, and I write it down. 45. Okay, once I'm finished counting all of my hairs, then I'm done counting by fives. Now I need to count my bald spots, but I start by counting ones. So this is 45. I'm going to add 1 more. So 45 plus 1 more would be 46. 46 plus one more would be 47. So this is 47 cents. And in first grade, we do not use the decimal. We don't do it like that. They will learn that in second grade. In first grade, we just use the cent sign. Okay, 47 cents. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here. Oh, if you want more practice with money, the skill code is UED. And again, remember, the most important skill that they need to have is being able to count by fives. And if you want to be able to eventually move away from the hairs, you've got to be able to count by tens. So just some more advanced skills there. All right.